Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests.
Good evening.
Today, Joseph presented us with an educational session from the Successful Club series. I am going to evaluate his presentation on certain counts, which are the introduction, the preparation, the vocal variety, the other techniques which he used, as well as the effective use of the visuals. Also, I would point out as to what I felt was unique about his presentation. The introduction. Now, coming to the introduction, what I thought is Joseph very clearly explained as to why he was here today and what he was going to talk to us about. He made it a point to address the speech, particularly to freshers, those who are new to the Toastmasters movement as such. He asked a question as to what one would expect out of this kind of presentation. All that I think was very well done. There are a couple of areas where I thought, Joseph, you could have done better. What you did, Joseph, is that you started speaking about the Competent Communicator Manual, whereas on the slide, it still had the title mentioned on it. So, as you start with the content, you can move on to the next slide wherein you would get the help with the visual aid. Coming to the preparation, here, in terms of the requirement, you have to go away from the outline. You have the entire outline provided to you on the manual in the Successful Club series, but you have to put it in your own words. And I think you did that very well. You did not feel the need to even look at the slides. And that was there throughout, that held true throughout the presentation. 3-4 areas where I thought you could have done better. I thought at the outset you could have spelled out that there are two tracks, the communication track and the leadership track. And when you lay it out right at the outset, people are clear as to the fact that in Toastmasters we say that where leaders are made. So the leadership track to some of us would hold more significance than the communication track. It's an individual preference in terms of what one's objectives and goals are in Toastmasters, right? So I think you could have spelled that out. When you spoke of the points one can make as in the Competent Leader Manual, you have to, or rather you could have told them that there are certain qualities or traits which a leader possesses, like a facilitator, a team builder, a listener, a good evaluator. So all these, there are 10 such traits, and for each of those traits, like if you take a timer, a table topic master, and you take a master of ceremonies, that helps you in the facilitation role. So there are 10 such roles. I think that you could have spelled out better. And somewhere I thought you Toastmaster session and Toastmaster program did not come out as two separate and clear-cut things as such. And the Toastmasters program is something which encompasses sessions, conferences, everything. So I think you could have spelled it out more clearly. What I loved about your speech is the clarity which you had in your mind, which did it come across very clearly?
Yes.
And also the simplicity with which you spoke. So these two aspects I liked immensely. And the vocal variety, of course, I don't have to say anything. I think you were spot on in terms of that. And I went a little bit, probably a little bit in detail, because I think this is an important project for you, and I wanted to give you my feedback.